Okay guys, so today is the day when we are going for level 100 on the mastery system to get our final reward, or almost final reward. As you can see, I only need 500 XP to do so, and these are technically yesterday's quests because today is the 10th of December, but I haven't done my dailies yesterday and I only have, well, 1.5 hours to do so. So yeah, wish me luck and see you guys in the next one. Let's start by rerolling this quest. Well, it haven't changed that much. So it's for blue or black spells. I think I'm just going to use my budget life gain deck. But I guess we can have our fun with it. Well, no 3 drops, no Ajanis Pridemates, but I think this is still keepable. Opponent on the Knights deck, probably. Let's attack first and get our operator into place. We are not going to block that. I think what we can do here is just play a Bugler or Burglar and a Healer's Hawk. And next turn we can Conclave Tribunal it, or we can do so now. Yeah, I think now is the good time. And next turn we can play Gideon's Company. It goes up to 5. That's a problem. Okay, so what we can do is just play Gideon's Company, attack into Child of Night, gain some life, grow Gideon a bit more, or Gideon's Company I should say. Now I'm not going to block Knight of the Ebon Legion because they can give them Death Touch. Now they can't. I wonder what they are naming. So this is for black and this is for vampire. I guess they still can give him that touch because there's the banner. So what I'm going to do is just attack with the Healer's Hawks. Oh, sorry. That's not good news. I think we could kill it, honestly. My Gideon's Company will probably die to the Knight of the Ebon Legion, so it doesn't really matter if they give him that touch or not. But now is the good time to draw my Gird for battle. And I guess, should we attack Saurian? Yeah, because they can sacrifice something to deal 3 damage. Yeah, I guess we should just be attacking Saurian here. Gain a bunch of life. And let's wait for an opportunity to play another one of our creatures. No blocks, opponent can pump it twice. I guess they forgot about that. Or they just have something to play. We can deal a lot of damage here, so if we attack like this and they block, that's also good for us, even though they gain some life. And now that I have my 6th land, I am going to play it in case we do one of our enchantments. Opponent can attack us, it doesn't really matter. They will play another knight, both of them will get counters. The only problem would be if they drew a flyer. But now I'm just going to gain a bunch of life and draw some cards. Oops. I wasn't going to expect that. I made a mistake there. I was just miscalculating things. It's a shame really. Yeah, there's a Ethereal Absolution and the Godless Shrine. So I'm going to play the Shrine because they don't have any discard effects in these types of decks. And with Absolution we are going to be hitting harder, although the opponent is going to do the same to us. That's a lot of damage incoming. Next turn they are threatening with lethal, I guess. So first thing first, I'm going to play this. I'm going to pump my creatures to gain a bunch more life. And next turn we are threatening lethal, but I guess they are as well. No, they are not. So if they didn't draw any flyer, then we are good to go. Well, I guess I had to say that, right? Although they forgot to play it before combat. So I'm guessing it's fine. What we can do here is do something like this. Attack into the Aerialist. Decline the draws. And end our turn. And now we can make a spirit if they want to attack us. I don't know, should we save our life total? I think we should be just killing the Dire Moon here. Or what we can do is... Yeah, I should have been making a token first. But I guess this is fine as well. So opponent gets a counter. They are digging for more creatures. It's not a flyer, fortunately. They are gaining a bunch of tokens, or not tokens, counters. And before our turn, I think if we do this, we are threatening with lethal. What just happened? Was I an idiot? I guess I was. So yeah, I misplayed it because I chose Sorin instead of an actual creature. Okay, it's still early in the morning. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, we kind of blew this. So, had I played something else, they would have had this figure anyway. So it's not an actual representation of the deck's capabilities, but rather my lack of skill. So we are still at 500 XP needed, and our time just went down by like 10 minutes. This is a good opening hand, but only for the first 2 turns. I think I'm leaning towards Swamp, play Dire Moon, Swamp, play Burglar, and then Plains, because if we draw our Aerialist, we need 2 black mana for that. And that's a threat in the air that they usually can deal with. Or at least I hope they can. Opponent is taking their time, choosing what they want to do. Edge Rolling Keeper off the bat. So yeah, the Vampire is good here because they will not try to attack into that. And I'm not too afraid of losing it. Nice one. And next turn we can go Dawn of Hope. Or we can just play our Healer's Hook and rely on Dawn of Hope next turn. Or I mean the turn after that. Left Strike Beast gaining some cards for them. Okay, change of plans. I am going to play Dawn of Hope with Vampire of Dire Moon because they will be too afraid to attack into that. Now they can attack as well. Lava Curl on the Dire Moon, that's too unfortunate. I'm not going to block it, simply because I can attack back the next turn. Let's see what we can draw. They're even sacrificing their own Edge Rolling Keeper, that's fine by me. Gird for battle, that's not what I was looking for. Let's get a blocker there. Or maybe I should have played Healer's Hook because he can get over the creatures of the opponent. Still not blocking it. Impassioned Operator is a good one. We can do something like this. I am not going to pay for that. Or am I? I think I'm not. I'd rather just have a bunch more life gaining creatures. But now if they are going to ambush my creatures, I'm going to regret it. But at least I'm up at 14 again. That's too bad, because they can block my Healer's Hook. Now I just hope that we are drawing into a Conclave Tribunal, basically. I am definitely not going to block that. And we will be attacking into the Whiteboard Preserver like this. Opponent takes it. Up at 12, I'm going to pay something for the draw. And yeah, I think a Janice Pridemate is good here. and we can pay some more. Now that we can do anything with our mana. Now if we drew LvL Absolution, it would kill the Edgewalling Keeper, and then the Love Struck Beasts wouldn't be able to attack. Opponent can pay a bunch of mana to pump the Wildborn Preserver, but then they can't block. I think they should have played their Fabled Passage first if they want to sacrifice it, because then they could have paid more for the Wildborn Preserver and then it would be a 6/6. But this is fine for me. That's 2 5/5s. Can we afford to lose this much life? That's the question. I think they have a pump spell anyway, like a Rimrock Knight or something. But even then I think it's worth it. Okay, so we are going Swamp into Vampire of the Dire Moon and attack our opponent here. Let's pay 2. Impassioned Operator again. The question is, should I be playing the Operator first? I think I should. And now if we block with the Vampire of the Dire Moon, we can draw a card. They have to take action here because otherwise my Dire Moon will be staying here for too long for them. Or, I guess what we could do is just attack with these ones. Hope they block it with the Innkeeper, but they are taking it. Now we are just going to draw 2 and decline the second one. Yeah, Auto Tapper just got us in the end, but I guess it's fine. What we can do is just Tribunal the Edgewalling Keeper, to be honest, and then they can't really attack into us. But they can still block. The Aerialist would have been good if I've used my Auto Tapper differently. Okay, I guess now they can attack into me. I think I'm going to block here. I'm not going to risk any pump spells, although technically I don't think they had one. Another black mana, Bloodthirsty Aerialist in the air, gaining a bunch of life. Not going to pay for that right now, and I'm going to combat with these creatures. Opponent takes it, down to 4. Aerialist can block one of the beasts profitably. I'm not going to pay for this. So next time they attack me, I can make a 1/1 token with Dawn of Hope. Unless they do some kind of removal right now. Which would be very unfortunate. I think they have to attack here. And now since we are threatening lethal, I think we should only block like so. I think this is fine, as long as they don't have any other creatures. And a shock into my face. So yeah, that's probably it from the opponent. Yeah, we got there in the end, even in facing 3 Lovestruck Beasts. I would have been happy if we drew a LvL Absolution, which would have gotten rid of the token and the Edge Rolling Keepers in time. Not gaining a bunch of cards for the opponent, but I guess this is fine as well. Okay, so we still need a good couple of wins. How much XP do I have? 525, that's not very much. Okay, that's a terrible opening hand. So I'm not going to keep it. A bit better, a bit better. I think what we are going to have is we are going to bottom Conclave Tribunal because we have 4 of those in the deck and only 3 Gideon's Company. And we are going to start with Swamp. Edge Rolling Keeper, not a good sign. But we have 2 of our Aerialists. Paradise Druids, so they are preparing for something big. Right now what I could do is just play Impassioned Operator instead of the Blood Burglar. And then the Aerialist would grow as soon as it touches the ground, or the air I should say. Yorvo, quite scary. Do I want to shock myself? I don't think so. So we are just going to play the Aerialist here. And prepare for next turn when we play the other Aerialist. And let's hope that they don't have too many creatures to pump Yorvo. But I guess they do. Incubation Druid even. And they are going to attack us. It would have been nice if they misclick like I did in our first game. Down to 14, unfortunate. And now I just might be able to play Gideon's Company for blocker. And attack back because I'm not going to block with that, that's for sure. And next turn we are going to play Aerialist into Blood Burglar, gaining a bunch of life, and probably Gideon will outgrow Yorvo. So right now I'm basically forced to let damage happen, which will get me quite low, and I don't have any meaningful ways to gain life. But fortunately they are just attacking with Yorvo, although they could be getting in a lot more damage. I'm not going to block that. Okay, so we are playing it like this. Unfortunately for us, we drew another swamp, so we don't have to shock ourselves to get the burglar into play. And now Gideon's Company would be able to profitably block Yorvo while we take a beating on our enemy in the air. The absolute godlike draw would be LvL Absolution for us at the moment, because then I can shock myself, play LvL Absolution, get a bunch of damage in. Ooh, Lovestruck Beast even. That's a scary card right now. Yorvo up to an 8/8. They can still play something. Great Henge. That's too bad. If I draw something like a creature, then my aerialists could finish the job. Because that's exactly 12. Yeah, I mean they can attack, but I would be able to... Okay, that's also good. So what we can do here is just play it like this. And then that's 12. Opponent says good game. Yeah, so a lot of things that we could have drawn: Ethereal Absolution, Gird for Battle, another creature to pump our team. It was a good game. Opponent had quite a good attitude at the end. So we need 8 more black spells basically for our 500 XP. Meanwhile, we are up at 550. What do we think of this? I think it should be good, as I don't have to shock myself in the first turn. But then Pride Mate could die easily. And I'm playing Swamp first because I want to play Aerialist next turn. I'm going to risk an attack here. If it's Simic Flash. This probably gets quenched. No, it's not. Interesting. Growth Spider even. Oh, this is the Wilderness Reclamation deck. That's not a good sign for us. What we can do is play an Aerialist that gets countered. Mystical Dispute, that's fine. And next turn, hopefully when they are out of counter spells, which I highly doubt, we could play Conclave Tribunal along with Dawn of Hope. But this is just a stretch basically. I think they will be having a bunch of counters in their hand, so. Brazen Borrower. They get to untap. Now I'm leaning towards playing this again, so it gets countered first, and then I can play Dawn of Hope. I guess they don't want to do that. So I let them counter this one. Flame Sweep, unfortunate. I was totally expecting some kind of counter from the opponent. And yeah, right now there's nothing much we can do. Opponent is drawing a bunch of cards. We are down a few creatures. We don't have any lifelinkers to pump our team. So I think slowly but surely we are going to lose. Wilderness Reclamation gets them a bunch of mana. But now what we can do is just play Impassioned Operator. And hopefully this gets countered. It's too bad. Brazen Borrowers. And I think what we can do here is play a creature. Although I could have done this after declaring attackers. Yeah, it's too late for us. Let's jump into the next one. I have to know my limits with this deck because it's not a hyper streamlined deck, it's just basically a budget black and white life gain deck with Ajani's Pridemates, Bloodthirsty Aerialists, and Gideon's Companies, which are good, don't get me wrong, especially when you can have a couple of Death Touch Lifelinkers into the play, but other than that, it's prone to removal, it's prone to just bouncing my creatures back once they have tokens on them, and then countering them on the way back. So yeah, there's quite a lot of decks that can deal with it easily, which is unfortunate, but you know, this is how I like to play. We have no black mana here, so it should be a risky take. I think I'm going to mulligan that. This looks better. We can bottom one Dawn of Hope because we're not going to play it anytime soon. And next turn we are going to play Pridemate, followed by Gird for Battle on both of them, the third turn. And get in some early damage. Opponent likely having a Lava Coil for our Pridemate. Or I guess they don't have that. Easy win after our last loss. Did I win anything today? Honestly, I don't think so. Or maybe one. Oh no, we've actually won 3. That's good. So we need 5 more creatures. Or I should say spells. So 5 more black spells to cast before we get our 100th level. And this hand seems fine. Excuse me for my voice. Plan is the same as last time. Play Pridemate. And then play Gird for Battle. Ginger Brew, also fine. Although we can Conclave Tribunal it, but then they can sacrifice it later, so it's nothing that we can do about it. Let's hope they can't bounce my Pridemate here. Emry. Emry is a scary card. And they've milled a bunch of lands. Right now, I think Emry is scary. So I will be doing something like this. Even though it would have been nice to just play my Pridemate and the Gird for Battle, I don't think we can outrace an Emry. Next turn, if we draw mana, we can play Gideon's Company. If we don't, we play a Pridemate and pump the Healer's Hawk and the new Pridemate. Conclave Tribunal, that's fine. At least Gideon's Company will be free. I don't know why they've said oops. Okay, so the play now is Primate into Gert for battle. Get in for 2, grow the Primate. Next turn, if we draw mana, we play Gideon's Company. If we don't, we play Dawn of Hope. And hope that they don't have any more removals. But I guess they do, because they are highlighting my Primate, and they have a second Conclave Tribunal as well. Unfortunate, but I guess we have to deal with that. Let's see if Gideon's Company survives that, or they have a third one. Oh, we have our own Conclave Tribunal, but we are not going to use that. We're just going to get in for 2. This could get our cards flowing into our hand, fortunately. But it's interesting to see that we are 11 cards in and we only drew 3 lands out of 23 or 24 lands. Well, I guess it could be worse, so. They can sack Gingerbrute later. Okay, now that's a problem. And another Emry. Should I be conclaving Emry? I think I should. And just pass the turn. Oh, that's too bad for us. That's too bad. Well, I have to be quick, or the opponent is going to overwhelm me. So there's nothing I can really do, is just play Gideon's Company, attack into Stonecoil Serpent before they pump it. This is good as well. That is also good. Opponent pumping the team before combat is a good sign, because they can do that in my turn, so there's no unexpected surprises there. Ah, what should I do? I think we can safely attack with our Healer's Hawk. Which gets blocked by the Thopter, most probably. Oh, I totally forgot about the Stonecoil Serpent, sorry. And should I be paying? I think we should. Another planes, that's good. Unfortunately, they have trample on the Stonecoil Serpent. And now they can get me in the air. I totally forgot about the Stonecoil Serpent for a while there. Okay, so they're unblockable, they get in for 12. Totally fine by me. Yeah, we should have kept our second Conclave Tribunal for the Steel Overseer. Oh, that's even scarier. It's just an all-out attack from my side. I don't really care because we've already lost this. Opponent is too far ahead. We are not gaining enough life to cover for this. Yeah, let's just pay for it. I don't think we can do anything else. And we are dead on the way back, almost. That's 5, it's 9, 13. Yeah, I think it's over. It's 21, they probably have a pump spell of some sort. So what we can do is block like this. And they have a weaponsmith, yeah. And the ginger roots alone can finish me off, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, good game. Yeah, let's keep this. We don't have double black for Bloodthirsty Aerialist, but it's okay for now. Opponent down to 6 cards. I hope it's an Innkeeper. Impassioned Operator even, that's good. And we should draw our second black source right about now, or maybe we don't. I really hope next turn we draw it, otherwise we will be too far behind. I guess that's fine too. We can do something like this. Innkeeper into Curious Pair, so we can't attack with our Healer's Hook. Sorry, I thought this had reached. Okay, so we still can attack with our Healer's Hook. The unfortunate thing is that we don't have the mana to play anything else, because we've already won with these, so it's quite frustrating, to be honest. But it's okay. Let's just attack with these ones. Opponent takes the one from the Hawk. We gain a bunch of life. We can draw hopefully another black source. That's what I was waiting for. And now I think I should play the Aerialist first. Yeah, I think I probably should. Because they are basically defenseless in the air. Next turn I can play another Aerialist. Or it would be even better if I just drew a what's it called? Ethereal Absolution. Because with Ethereal Absolution we could get rid of all these tokens before Occam Rider comes down and pumps them. Occam Ranger, sorry. So next turn the opponent is going to have a pretty big attack. Well, that's for sure. So yeah, please let me draw it. And of course we don't get it, so it is totally fine. What should we do here? If I play this I will still have 2 mana. Yeah, I think we can make it enter as tapped. Should I be mean about this? I think I should. So that way they can't pump the team. And next turn we can set up for a pretty big attack. And I think I have the life total to sustain an attack from them. Or at least for 1 turn. The installed giant. Already a 9-9, will be a 10-10 soon. Great Henge to gain some life, but I think we are still winning in the air, so it doesn't really matter unless they do something else. I think opponent just realized that, so they are scooping it up. Yeah. So sometimes we can win, as you can see. But it's definitely more of a fun deck than a meta-breaking deck that you can win a bunch of games with, so feel free to copy it, but I can't promise anything for you. And yeah, as you can see, we have our rewards here. The final rewards, or almost final rewards. Let's see what we can do with them. How much time do I have? I think, yeah, still 45 minutes to finish off these ones, so this will just be a quick demonstration. So we've got our final Mastery Orb and our sleeve. And our final cosmetic reward is in the bag. So today is the 10th of December. These were technically the 9th challenges, so we could have finished it on the 9th of December if we bought the Mastery Pass with the 10 free quote-unquote levels. Was it worth it? I don't think so. Because as you can see, I still have a bunch of things to do. Oh yeah, I also got this one. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm just level 100. So yeah, we can get 1, 2, 3 and 4 more mythic cards and a couple of rares in between with some gold, and then after that we can get a bunch of uncommons. But had I not purchased the one with the 10 free levels, this would have taken me a couple more days to achieve. But even then, I think it's possible to do it, even if you don't play regularly, because this was possible only because I tried to play as much as I could and I tried to maximize the quests every day. especially after they've introduced the new system where you can get 25 XP per win every day for the first 10 wins. I think that's a huge bonus to everyone who wasn't participating in MTG Arena before this. So yeah, if you can, maximize that as well. So don't just play every 2 or 3 days like you did before. Try to play as many games as you can. Try to accumulate those 10 wins each and every day. I wanted to do that mainly because I wanted to achieve level 100 as early as possible. And the other reason is that I won't have too much time to play during the holiday season. So there's already like 1.5, 2 weeks of time wasted there where I can't play or I can't play regularly. So yeah, I wanted to achieve these before that. And if you are kind of in the same shoes like myself, I would do so. So just buy the Mastery Pass. You can finish it up before the new set releases next year. But I wouldn't buy the one with the 10 levels included in them because you can just grind those out with the XP bonuses that you can get. So yeah, that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this, even though I've lost a good couple of games with my janky deck. But yeah, thanks for sticking around and seeing how I got level 100. And I wish you the best, and I hope you can get to 100 before Christmas. Or if you can't, you still have a couple weeks to do so. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a nice day.